Alright, what did we decide right here? That looked like a good enough spot. This week is B, because that's the second letter in the alphabet. And I decided to talk about, what was it? The title was going to be Burnout, Breaks, and Boredom. That's what the title of this video is going to be. And those are the three things that I'm going to talk about. Because funny enough, this channel especially has had its fair share of burnout. As you can tell by the 9-month gaps between many videos, burnout was a very real thing for me, and is a very real thing for me. I mean, it's what happened whenever I did TikTok and everything kind of blew up, and then I just absolutely crashed and burned because guess what? I didn't take any breaks, and I didn't allow myself for any ounce of rest or relaxation. If I was relaxing, I was wasting time because other people were getting better. I mean, I was watching all the Mr. Beast videos and being like, how? I was listening to all the podcasts on how to become the biggest person, to get the most views, to maximize your output. And it's like, you can't do anything except obsess over YouTube and TikTok and all of this stuff. And if you're not doing it, you're wasting your time. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, Mr. Beast, I don't want to be wasting my time. I wanted to get the views. I want the numbers, man. And, well, I got burnt out. And then none of it mattered. And then it just kind of all crashed. And I realized in that moment, and I still haven't really learned from it. I'm learning from it now because I have more responsibilities than I did back then. But taking breaks is a good thing. And this is not to just be talking about YouTube and all that stuff. I mean, just taking breaks in general. I just graduated from school, and I went from doing school, working part-time, and now I have this opportunity to follow my dreams again, and I have a whole plan of what to do. But I haven't been allowing myself to take any breaks, because if I'm taking a break, it's a waste of time. I'm just wasting time, and I'm being lazy, and so, yeah, suck it up and just keep grinding away. And it's not to say the grind is bad. Don't take this as like, don't grind, make sure you're resting and stuff like that. But also, I mean, top-tier athletes go and relax and rest. You need those days off to be able to perform at your top, at your max ability, to lift the biggest weights, to run the farthest distance, to jump the highest, to play your best. You also need rest. You can't just go 110% all the time, or else you're going to break your body. So to translate that over to just regular us folk who aren't super athletes or anything like that, take some breaks. And I'm mostly saying this to myself because I need to learn how to take breaks and actually enjoy the things that I want to enjoy, instead of trying to turn everything into the most efficient thing possible, because then I keep burning out. And burnout just leads to frustration, and then you're just upset with everything. Which then brings in our third thing, which is boredom. You might be like, boredom? Like, I mean, we can take breaks, but like, I want to go play some games or go and fill my time with something else. But like, this is more so probably for me than for other people. But I think boredom actually is where a lot of my imagination, creativity comes from. Like, just allowing myself to not have stimulation or to not be focused on something, because my brain just likes to hop around all these different tangents. I mean, if you guys ever heard me try to tell a story, if you ever you ever watch any of my storytime videos, you wonder why there's so many cuts. It's because I go into so many tangents, and I talk for like an hour straight for a 10-minute video, and it's like, Crispy, what are you doing? And my brain goes all over the place. But because my brain goes all over the place, I need to give it that opportunity to just do nothing. Kind of get a little fidgety, or be like, I need to be doing something. What am I doing out here? But being bored and just letting my mind run and not feel like I have to be an efficient machine or getting things specifically met or any goals achieved, and just kind of existing. Like how I'm outside right here, and I rolled up and I turned off my music. There's like some sprinklers going off over there, and there's this nice trickle of water. There's these beautiful sunflowers, and there's butterflies flying all over the place. There's some clouds way out there with some mountains. There's greenery. The shade is really, really nice. And I just kind of went off on some random little trail here and just plopped myself down. It's really nice whenever you just kind of sit here and you don't do anything. You don't really think about much. And you're just like existing. There's something really great about it. And I am kind of a sucker for it, if I'm being totally honest nowadays. I take my little boredom breaks, as I've been trying to call them, or my grounded opportunities. I don't know. I don't actually have a name for these things. I just go out and do them. And if I'm feeling stressed out or anxious or any of the things, or I'm feeling like I'm getting burnt out, I'm just like, all right, I need to step back. I'm going to go outside. I'm just going to plop myself down somewhere and just be like, and try to notice something I've never noticed before. Maybe I'm sitting in my room. Maybe I can't go outside because it's 110 degrees outside, or it's freezing cold, or I'm just too lazy to go outside. I sit in my room and I look at some corner and I'm like, is there anything in here that I haven't noticed before? It sounds kind of goofy, but I look around and I start noticing random little things or little details that I left somewhere, or if I'm outside, ignoring my little thing that I just said right now about it being 110 degrees, and I'll just like plop down, lay flat, and watch like ants. It sounds so goofy and so dumb, but then I just kind of smile and I'm like, life's pretty good right now. I needed this moment to just collect my thoughts and slow down and be a little bored. I'm not saying you have to go lock yourself up in some room and be like, I have to be bored. I can't have any stimulation. I'm just finding stimulation in different ways. More so, I guess I'm really saying I'm stepping away from the screens and stuff, but I don't want it to be like, get off your phone. You need to go outside. Go touch some grass. But honestly, go touch some grass, because it's kind of life-changing. I'm not going to lie. And I've found that it has helped me a lot not reach burnout. I've enjoyed things a whole lot more. And just this past week, I was feeling super burnt out. And I just kind of looked at what I needed to do, handled all my responsibilities, and was like, I'm feeling like I'm burning out right now. I need a little bit of a break. I'm going to go outside for a little bike ride or just sit outside. And so that's what I did. And I watched some spiders build a web for like 20 minutes. Then I went back inside and I was like, I feel way better now. So that's my little tidbit of being bored, facing burnout, and taking breaks. Couldn't remember them. But make sure you take some breaks. It's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for you. Can't be running 110 miles an hour every single second of every single day. Of course, still do your responsibilities. We all have things that we have to do, and handle it, but take some time for yourself and do something. Just chill. Or don't do something. Don't do something. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just a random dude on the internet spilling some brain facts from his own brain. This isn't financial advice nor mental health help. It's just a dude enjoying the outdoors and sitting on some dirt. I mean, I feel like I was slouching. I was slouching like a goblin. People were watching me and they're like, man, that guy's got terrible form. He's like, hello. Alrighty, lads and ladies and gents and dogs and puppies and cats and maybe some birds. Peace. Safe travels. And I'll catch you next week. See ya.